prior to now, creating a book or writing a book would have been a very daunting experience for a lot of persons because of a very manual nature that such a task would normally entail. But not anymore. I'm going to show you in this video how you can actually create your very own ebook using AI and ChatGPT in particular. And I'm going to go further. I'm going to show you also how to get out that AI tone so that your book, once published online, is not flagged. All right. Hey, my name is Roger and thank you for dropping by again. If you are a new viewer, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. That would really help the channel to grow. Also, hit that like button if you watch a video, you like the video. Also if you watch other videos and you are getting value from the videos, hit that like button. And please remember to share and hit the notification bell so that when I upload these new videos, you are automatically notified. Check out also my previous video looking at how to create a website in under 5 minutes using ChatGPT. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump right into the video. It's important to plan the process before you actually start doing any meaningful work in ChatGPT. Now here I have made a list of a couple things, 5 items here that you need to give some thought to before actually starting that work in ChatGPT. So the first thing you want to look at is who your target audience is going to be for this ebook. You also want to look on if the book is going to be a fiction or non-fiction. Look also on you may want to consider solving a problem. Now I'm thinking that this here solving a problem would speak more to materials that are non-fiction, but who knows, it may be that it is applicable to both. What about niching down? So you may say, okay, you are going to be writing a book on marketing, but niching down now would be looking at perhaps marketing as it relates to Gen X, for instance. And finally, you want to choose a topic. So the topic now would come at the end of the stage, the process, having gone through all of these groundwork. Okay, so we're warming up. Now the next thing now is to actually start doing the work in ChatGPT. So here now is where we start giving ChatGPT some prompts. So the first thing I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do is to give me ideas for an ebook. Now you can have your prompts being pretty much simple as what I have here, or you can choose to be more defined in your prompt. Now the thing about it is that if you become the more defined you become, or the more defined your prompts are, it is the better or the more refined the results from ChatGPT will be. So I'm going to add a bit of information here. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT not only to write or to give me ideas for an ebook, but I'm going to ask it to do so based on trends over the last 5 years. And of course, when you're doing your own work, you can determine what it is that you want to do, whatever prompts that you want to add to it to make it more refined. Hit search, and so it is generating the information here. Okay, that completes ChatGPT's recommendation here. And look at this notification here at the end. It says remember to conduct thorough research on each topic to ensure accuracy and up-to-date information. All right, so yes, you don't want to merely 100% rely on ChatGPT, and towards the end of the presentation you're gonna see me also mention some other things that you need to consider as it relates to writing this or creating this ebook using ChatGPT. Now let's just say that you are not satisfied with the results that ChatGPT returned here. You can always say to ChatGPT, give me 10 more. Hit search. And here it is giving me 10 more information, 10 more ideas as it relates to, the topic that I may choose to write my ebook on. Okay, there. So it gave me another 10 suggestion, some 10 more ideas. So I'm going to scroll through to see what, which of these really, I'd find most interesting to do my ebook on. All right, so that was the second list. This is my first list. All right, what about this one here? Okay, so number 6, the wellness revolution, holistic health and mindfulness practices. So I'm going to say to ChatGPT, so this is going to be my next prompt. And of course, I had these prepared before in the interest of time. So give me an outline for an ebook based on topic number, which one is that now? Number 6 in the first list. Hit go. So let's see what is going to happen here now. All right, so you notice that it recognized, it is able to distinguish the first list from the second list. Great. This is fantastic, isn't it? All right, great. So this now is the outline that it has returned, that it has given me based on the choice that I made. So what I'm going to do here now is that I'm going to copy all of this. And of course, you can choose to even go further and to tweak what is here. So I'm going to, so let's just say that, for instance, you're satisfied with the chapters or the amount of chapters, or you know, you may want to include additional material. They may have ChatGPT make that adjustment. So I'm going to copy all of that, and then I'm going to go over to my word processor, and I'm going to dump this here. All right, so this now is my framework. So this is the outline for my ebook. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing now is to have ChatGPT actually create the content for the book. So this is my prompt. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT now to write the content for each section and each chapter. And also, I'm going to be very specific now. So I'm asking ChatGPT to make it relatable to persons as young as teens, to also include relevant, oh, so this is a typo, relevant quotes from persons like Jim Rohn, Les Brown, and Warren Buffett. Right? So you can make it as specific, you can make your prompts as specific as you want it to be, so that you get, you know, the desired results that you are seeking. Hit go. All right, so here now it is producing the material. And this may take some time based on the time of day that you are using ChatGPT, based on the version that you're using, also based on the volume of information that is to be generated. All right, so this is the information generated for me. And notice it says here that the sample content provided is for illustrative purposes and is not an exhaustive representation of the entire ebook. All right, so here now you can go, as I said before, what you need to do is to go through, read through, see if you're comfortable with the information presented. If not, you may prompt ChatGPT to give you additional information, or to add additional sections to, let us say, the chapters that you have in the ebook. So I'm going to copy this also. So I'm looking for the beginning, highlight all of this, so I'm going to copy this and also dump this into my word processor as I've done before. So expand that, come down here, I'm going to insert this in a new page, paste. All right, so that's it. And of course, you know, you'll save it. What you need to do too is you'll need to format this. So you need to get out the background and, you know, fix it up a bit so that it looks, you know, as you would want it to look in your ebook. The next stage in this process is to prompt ChatGPT for titles for the book. So you may say, for instance, give me 10 titles for this ebook. All right, so there's a typo there, but it will figure out what it is that I'm trying to say. All right, so here it is giving me the titles. And at the end of this, if I'm not pleased with the titles here, I can go further. I can ask it to give me additional titles. I can make the titles more refined. For instance, let us say that I am targeting, as I mentioned before, a particular group. I may have the title speak specifically to that particular group. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm not finished here. What you'll find is that most persons, this is as much as they do, and they'll go over to Amazon KDP, and they will begin the process there, of completing, that aspect of the ebook. The thing about it, though, is that there are many entities that are really clamping down on AI generated material. So what you want to do next is you want to filter this information through something like Quillbot or Originality AI to convert it from that AI form into more natural language, and also to rephrase the material, perhaps personalize it a little bit more, so that it doesn't seem so much AI-ish then, so to speak. So you want to do that, right? So as I mentioned, you can use a Quillbot or Originality.ai, or there are other tools out there that you can also use to do this, paraphrasing or rephrasing. All right, and to make it more personalized. You also want to check for plagiarism. You also want to check to ensure that the information that you have, based on what is given to you by ChatGPT, is actually factual. So it's not just a matter of just having ChatGPT generating the information and then dumping it into your word processor, and then from there transitioning to Amazon KDP to have the book completed. All right. Next, you need to create a cover for your book. So you may want to go to somewhere like Fiverr Cover. So you can go over to Fiverr. You can have one of those guys over there at Fiverr do up a book cover for you, or you may choose to use Canva to do it yourself. Now, finally, the final part of the process is where you actually now go over to Amazon KDP to have the book published. So you're gonna sign in. So if you don't have an account, you need to create an account. And you're going to start the process. You're going to go to create, and yes, we're going to select ebook, create an ebook, and you'll go through, complete this form. Here, where is it? Well, yes, I spoke about the title already. For the description, you can also have ChatGPT create a description of your ebook, and of course, after you've done that, you need to go through again. Using a paraphrasing tool or rephrasing tool like Quillbot or Originality.ai or any other tool to rephrase it. Dump that into there, and you complete the process. All right, so that is basically how you would go about creating an ebook using ChatGPT. But as I said before, it is not just having ChatGPT generate the information for you. You want to make sure that you go through, check for facts. You also want to rephrase, get out there, not make it seem, so AI-ish, so to speak. Make sure that there's no plagiarism breaches, in your material, right? So you need to get that out of the way. All right. Thanks to you for watching. Hope that you learned something here, and see you again in the next video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.